Okay, anyone else saw that there? The pause menu just freaking the fuck out. Interesting. So the gang stuff's wrapped up. That was honestly really quick. I thought that was going to be more of a side quest than it was. What's left? Ah, this, back to the grind. Attend your interview at Ryujin. I just completely forgot about that. Also, they gave us a gun, or something. They gave us something. Let's take a look. Well, I have that, of course. Da-da-da. What did they give us? Fiscal quarter. That's what we got from... what's his name? Street sweeper. Oh, it's Kraken. Actually, more importantly, it's a Kraken with a custom paint job. It doesn't have the red, the awful red on it. It's actually got a really nice, just commoner's Kraken, almost. I like it. I like it. I'll be holding on to that. It's just a shame most of those guns are near useless. So this is the Ryujin place, huh?
Hello there. Welcome to Ryujin Tower, the beating heart of Ryujin Industries. I'm Jupiter, the tower's secretary. Can I help you with something?
Your name is Jupiter. What exactly is Ryujin Industries?
We're the largest corporation in the Freestar Collective. We deal in everything from refreshments to starships. Oh, we're best known for our neuroamp technology. If you're curious about it, we have a selection on display at the Ryujin store near the back of the lobby. Is there anything else I can help you with?
What can I expect to find in Ryujin Tower?
The public can visit our Tayo, Tranquility, and drone sales offices upstairs. All are worth visiting. The tower also serves as Ryujin's corporate headquarters and is home to our research and development team, but unfortunately, those areas are restricted.
You can stop bothering me. It's such a mean thing to say. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm here for an interview with Imogen Salzo.
Wonderful. It's always nice to meet a potential coworker. Miss Salzo will be conducting your interview today. You'll find her office upstairs. You'll find Miss Salzo's office on the operations floor. Just take the elevator at the back of the lobby. And don't forget to check out the Ryujin Industries store in the back of the lobby before you leave. No visit to Ryujin Tower is complete without a look at our patented neuroamp technology, after all.
Submit your application now at the nearest kiosk.
Oh, I thought for a minute that was an actual person. Look at this guy's jacket. He's got a cool jacket.
Want to challenge your instincts and hone
It's
those
always a
Hello.
perfect day for a nice cup of tea.
hiring the best.
Welcome to Tranquility, your new favorite spot to refresh and escape from the hustle and bustle of Neon. I'm Delilah. Please let me know if you need any help or product recommendations. Is this your first time visiting Ryujin Tower?
Ryujin owns a tea company?
Yep, that's right. Ryujin has its fingers in all sorts of pies. I guess that's the best way to turn a profit. They don't have much to do with our day-to-day, though. As long as our customers are happy and we're making sales, that's all that matters.
Right. Well, yes, I'm here for a job interview.
Oh, good luck. I hear they're kind of tough on newbies on the upper floors. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. Feel free to stop
Great.
by for a chat anytime. You seem like an interesting person, and small talk goes nicely with a good cup of tea.
Mm-hmm. Are you from Neon originally?
No, I'm not. I'm from a small farming settlement in a nearby system. Funnily enough, the farms my community maintains supply some of Tranquility's tea leaves. I grew up watching the ships and traders come in from Neon, and wishing I could get on one and see the city for myself. It seemed like such a fascinating place.
Want to challenge your
And? Is Neon what you expected?
Not exactly. Everyone here is busy and stressed, and there's a lot of crime. The stories I grew up with made Neon seem like paradise, but it really isn't. I'm just happy to work for a company that puts smiles on people's faces. It seems like most people here could use one.
You ever miss home?
Sometimes, yeah. I didn't know anyone when I moved here, so I was really lonely. The town I'm from is tiny, so I knew almost everyone. It was a big change.
Yeah. You here to stay?
I don't know, honestly. I never really wanted to be a farmer, so there's not much waiting for me back home. But I can't see myself living in Neon permanently. Maybe I'll get lucky and Tranquility will open a new office somewhere else. I'd be the first to sign up for a transfer.
Right. Well, there's certainly nowhere else like Neon in the settled systems, that's for sure.
That's probably for the best. I don't think the galaxy could handle more than one city like this one.
Yeah, no way. What can you tell me about Tranquility?
Oh, Tranquility is the settled system's #1 tea brand. We have a tea for pretty much any occasion, in a variety of standard and unique blends. If you'd like more information, you should visit our sales office upstairs.
Cool, what do you got?
That's what I'm here for.
Coffee mug. We put the S in mast. I can't tell if that's a busted texture or not. It looks like a busted texture. Jesus Christ. So cringe, so cringe. I'm good. I don't need anything.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
The most advanced technology corporation in the settled systems.
That's just a rando? Yeah, it's a Ryujin employee.
Are you working?
Oh right, they make guns. They make these things.
Industries help you get there. Fill out an application
Hi,
today to become
welcome to
part of
Arbron.
advanced technology.
Hey, thanks for stopping by. The name's Ken. Let me know if you have any questions. I know these weapons like the back of my hand.
Good to meet
Likewise. Let me know if you need any help. I'm always happy to talk shop. What brings you to Ryujin Tower today?
you. I have an interview with Imogen Salzo.
Oh, good luck. Hopefully they'll hire you and we can stop listening to this non-stop audio ad.
Is that what that is? What's a weapons dealer doing in Ryujin Tower?
Don't be so surprised. Ryujin Tower's got a little of everything. Besides, here at Arbron, our goal is to provide safety and protection for our customers. That's why we're the only brand to carry our very own non-lethal weapons. The Nova line.
You tell me about these non-lethal weapons.
Of course. The Nova series uses an electrically charged ammunition that can effectively stun a humanoid target. It's not so useful when it comes to critters, but if you need to buy some time or get someone off your back, they'll do the trick.
You seem like quite the firearms expert.
Well, I'd better be. I'm a Freestar Navy vet. Firearm expertise comes with the territory. I saw more than my share of action with a gun in my hand. Those days are behind me, though. Now I prefer to stay behind the counter and let other people do the gunslinging.
What do you got?
Absolutely. We're open for business.
They really do just sell weapons out of here, huh? He just sells disruptors. The Spacer. Oh, that looks actually really slick with the little laser module on the bottom. It's such a goofy... It looks like a price checkout gun. It's so bizarre. I do really like the design of this thing, though. I hate that tri-fold barrel, but the rest of it's kind of cool. I think I'm good.
See you later.
With the nearest kiosk.
What do we got over here? Okie dokie.
You in a buying
You
mood
look like
today?
a real person.
Welcome to the Ryujin Industries product store. Looking for a Neuro amp?
Now, what do you sell here?
All of Ryujin Industries' latest and greatest neuroamps. Take a look. I'm sure we have something that might suit your needs.
Can you tell me more about neuroamps?
Neuroamps are Ryujin Industries' signature product. They're small pieces of wearable tech that enhance some of the user's brain functions. Some of our best sellers can help with anything from focus and short-term memory to communication and confidence boosting.
Do a lot of people have neuroamps?
Of course. They're practically the foundation of what Ryujin was built on.
How would I benefit from one?
That all depends on what you like to improve. If you're looking for a bit of a diplomatic edge, our Neurocom series is great. The NeuroBoost can help you gain that confidence you need to really stand your ground. And our NeuroTac series, TAC for Tactical, specializes in critical thinking.
Have you tried one yourself?
Sure have. My neuroamp's the reason I got where I am. 6 months ago, I was barely motivated enough to hold a job scrubbing floors as a janitor at Ryujin Tower. But thanks to this nifty little thing, I feel more motivated than ever, and my social skills have really improved. I can talk to customers no problem now. Plus, I haven't lost my keys once since I started wearing it.
Sounds too good to be true.
Some people seem to think so. I say you gotta see it to believe it. Why don't you check out the shop? It's worth browsing even if you aren't looking to buy.
You used to be a custodian here, huh?
Custodian, IT support, security. I've worked plenty of low-level jobs at Ryujin Tower, and did pretty poorly at most of them. I'm sure they would have fired me ages ago if it weren't for Jupiter, the young lady at the front. She keeps pushing management to reassign me instead of letting me go. She's the one who convinced me to try out a neuroamp. I really owe her one. It's completely changed my life.
What do you got?
Plenty of good stuff. Here, take a look.
Suits? Executive suit? Not gonna lie, that's a fucking sick ass suit. Look at that thing. And then instigation. So these are really only useful for those certain things. Huh.
See ya.
Weird. And they've got them on display in like little a neuroamp mod, huh? What do those do? Interesting. Well, let's head up to operations, I guess.
I do admire what Bayu has built for himself here.
Look at this.
Welcome to Ryujin Industries. Can I help you? You must be one of the candidates that Imogene Salzo is interviewing today. Her office is down the hallway to my left. Take another left at the conference room, follow it around to the right and up a small flight of stairs. Then take a left and keep heading that way until you see her office. Sounds like a maze, right? So if you want me to walk you back there or have any questions, just let me know.
I do have some questions.
And hopefully I have some answers.
Are you a man or a woman? What exactly does Ryujin Industries do?
Oh, wow. You're serious? Well,
yeah.
Ryujin is the tech industry leader in the settled systems, mostly known for neuroamps, which exploded on the scene about 15 years ago. Other than that, our products include operating systems, security, various quality of life improvements for the home. We're like a full package. If you really want more info, I'd recommend reading up at one of the kiosks. They've got this company's entire history listed. At least the history they want you to know.
Yeah, of course. What can you tell me about Imogen?
Imogene Salzo is my idol. She's ruthless, but still knows how to behave around everyday people, if you know what I mean. She's probably next in line to take over for Ularu Chen, head of operations here, which would be a godsend considering Chen has no filter and loves to speak her mind. No one loves brutal honesty that much.
You're talking to the wrong person. How are the interviews going?
Between you and me, I think Imogene is about done with the whole process. You won't believe the people we've been getting. I heard the hiring algorithm Yuko made approved all applicants. And of course Yuko bailed when interview time hit. It's technically her job. And Imogene is furious.
I think this is just a gay man. I think I'm ready for that interview.
Good. Let's not keep Imogene waiting too long. And the offer still stands if you need someone to show you the way.
Yeah, sure, fine. Just don't get any funny ideas.
Of course. Follow me. This current floor we're on is the main operations level. It's where the grunt work happens for this department. Research, data entry, more busy work than you can stand. Most of the people
I
here are
suspect that
technicians
if I were
want to use
confined to life in an
There's a
office like
handful of
this,
operatives that
someone
report
would
to
end up
Imogene.
being stabbed.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. Can you repeat that? I didn't hear any of it over what Andreja said.
My next assignment can't start soon enough.
That's it?
And here we are. Good luck in there. I'll probably see you on your way out.
So confident that I won't make it.
I hope you're more prepared than the last one. Have a seat. And your friend can wait outside. I'm sure they understand.
Make sure they understand that in the end, they need you more than you need them.
Surprised she actually had something to say about that.
All right, just to get a few things straight here. I'm Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist here at Ryujin Industries. I don't normally do this, but my counterpart Yuko is indisposed at the moment, so here I am. We're looking for someone to fill an entry-level administrative position. Apparently, our algorithm has failed us and believes you to be a decent match, which I'll take up with our technicians later.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Let's get this over with. Why do you want to work for Ryujin Industries?
Money. Well, why not? Ryujin's the best tech company in the settled systems.
An excellent question, but enthusiasm can only take you so far. We don't operate on passion alone here, we look for skill. Which brings me to my next question. This next one should be interesting, considering you marked having 0 experience. How do you consider yourself qualified for a job like this?
I can wheel and deal with the best of them.
Ah, negotiation. Now there's a true corporate skill, and one that can take you further than most. How motivated are you to succeed?
Depends on what I'm working towards, which is true. I'll go above and beyond to get the job done.
All in, huh? At least that's an attitude we can work with here. And finally, my last question. If you worked here for 5 years, what role would you see yourself in?
Janitor. I doubt I'll make it 5 months, let alone 5 years. In 5 years, I'll be running this company. It's such a dumb thing. That's a good question. I prefer the complexities of cybersecurity.
In that case, you'd find yourself on one of the best teams in the settled systems. It's nice to see someone take an interest in the legal side of cybersecurity. But I hope you enjoy a challenge. The hackers these days keep our people busy round the clock. So look, since there's a million other things I'd rather be doing than this, not to mention that this isn't even my job, you're hired. On a probationary period, of course. First order. There's a meeting starting soon, and I need you to pick up the coffee order at Terra Brew. Fairly easy, so you shouldn't be able to screw it up. If there's a line, skip it. Tell them you're here for Imogen Salzo, and you should get served right away.
Cool.
I hate being stuck in the office. Hey, you need something?
Guess not. You might be for a quest later. I suppose I should get myself a snazzy suit if I'm working for Ryujin, right?
Hey there. I got the memo from Imogen to add you to the system. So it sounds like congratulations are in order. You must have really nailed that interview.
I think she was just sick of him. My first task is getting a coffee, so not exactly a dream job.
We all start somewhere. Be thankful it's not a personal errand. My first day, Camden had me arrange an entire anniversary party for him and his partner. It was nothing short of incredible, of course. But talk about pressure. Anyway, just wanted to welcome you to the dysfunctional family.
I feel like if you're gonna have a secretary, it's gotta be a woman or a gay man. It can't be a straight dude. Can't be. It's just something about the personability. Like, that guy seems like he'd be genuinely funny to talk to. You know what I mean? Or at least entertaining. He's got a lot of energy, even if I don't want to talk to him. I'm sure someone appreciates it.
What if we just broadened our hiring search? Maybe that would change.
I doubt it, especially if the people doing the hiring are the same.
Oh my god, there's so many people here.
For someone discreet for a job. Apparently, I don't qualify.
The Emporium, Neon's premier each of our unique starship models expertly crafted.
Talk to Mania Adams.
Engineers and designers you want.
Okay, there's a new quest there.
In the galaxy. Terra Brew, enjoy a cup right now.
So long. I'm gonna be late.
Howdy. Hey, there's a line here.
Thanks for choosing Terra Brew. What can I get you?
I'm here to pick up an order for Imogen Salzo.
Oh, the Ryujin order. You must be new. What happened to Tomo? Did he finally get that promotion?
I got fired is what happened. And this is the soulless suit they got to replace me.
Tomo, I'm sorry. I know how hard you were working for that promotion.
4 years behind a desk, getting coffee, kissing up to that high and mighty Ularu Chen, just to get replaced by this nobody?
Who's Ularu Chen?
You don't even know your own boss's boss? Ularu is Ryujin's head of operations, or resident shark, if you ask me. If she smells blood in the water, you're dead.
What happened?
Like, who knows? I looked at someone wrong. The coffee wasn't hot. They didn't even have the decency to tell me. They just had security escort me out of the building, like some criminal.
Sorry you got fired.
Yeah, I bet you are. No one's ever sorry in this business. And now that I've been terminated, it's only a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands. Believe me, it's either you or me.
I believe you have grossly misunderstood the situation. If you put the gun down, perhaps we can come to an understanding.
I want to blow him the fuck away. What do you mean by it's either you or me?
You don't just get to learn all the ins and outs of Ryujin operations and then just walk away. Even worse, I got fired. They don't let that kind of knowledge run around in the head of disgruntled employees. It's just a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands.
Hold on, let's talk about this.
You want to talk? I'll tell you what. You get one chance to prove you deserve this job. Change my mind, and I'll walk away. Fail, and I think you know where this is headed.
I'm highly trained. You attack me, and you die.
You can't be that good. Not yet.
You don't even know me. I'm not your enemy.
No, I have to do this. You don't understand. Look, at some point, Ularu really will send you after me. Just promise me you'll remember this. That when I came after you, I gave you the chance to talk me down.
Why would I be the one they send?
Let's just say Ryujin doesn't like loose ends. Chen fired me, and now she's gonna see me as a liability. And that's why it's just a matter of time before our paths cross again. Okay, and when they do, I'm just hoping you'll listen to me, like I listened to you.
Of course.
You're either one of the few good people in Neon, or you already know a thing or two about leverage. Just don't make me regret this.
Yeah, I don't much like people pulling guns on me.
No worries on anyone calling security here. Take it from me, Ryujin will handle any drama that may come from this. You'll want to be sure to report it to them.
What can you tell me about that guy?
Tomo had been Ryujin's errand boy for some time now. Lots of ambition. Dying to get up that food chain, if you know what I mean. He always seemed really nice, so a stunt like that? I never saw it coming.
How's Ryujin gonna handle it?
Ryujin has connections everywhere. Even Benjamin Bayu. You know, the very man that runs Neon. They're practically untouchable around here. Just getting in with them, you're setting yourself up for life. Well, provided you don't get fired first, of course.
Well, sorry about all that.
Are you serious? That's the most excitement I've had in months. I feel like I should be thanking you.
I still need to pick up that order.
Yes, of course. Here it is. Oh, and please let Mr. Cho know that we did have the recommended maintenance done. I triple-checked the grind myself, and a mistake like that will never happen again.
Of ancient Earth. Each of our baristas undergoes enhanced training.
I wanted to thank you for giving me the chance to work with you. I know we met under, unusual circumstances. You seem to be acclimating well to Constellation. Are you enjoying working with them?
It's certainly not like anything I've done before.
I think none of us were expecting what we have found. Well, perhaps Mateo. You have certainly become a vital part of the organization. That is a credit to your abilities. If I may, from what you have seen, do you think I fit in well with the rest of Constellation?
Oh, let's talk about this some other time. If you're asking, I assume you feel like you don't.
No, I do not. But I find it hard to quantify. Many of the other members are polite, but distant. I worry that my background and my actions concern them. I have not shared much, but everyone knows I worked with smugglers for years. I am no stranger to violence and death.
sounds like fun. Well, you don't seem to be bothered by your past.
Why should I be? It was necessary for survival. I would not be here otherwise. For those that have not lived it, it can be difficult to imagine or accept. Others here have seen conflict, but for more noble causes. Vladimir is the only one here who can begin to understand. He was the one who pressed the group to include me. I lack his charm. He puts others at ease. I fear my presence does the opposite.
Have you tried telling more jokes?
Jokes do not come naturally to me, not the way they do to others. If I try, it only makes things awkward.
Trust me, you got a lot going for you.
That is kind of you. You also have a lot going. I find expressing affection difficult, but truly. Thank you. I know this seems trivial, perhaps childish. I have just always relied only on myself. I have never been surrounded by people like this. By a group I wish to be a part of. Does that make sense?
People love me. I mean, it is kind of true that this character has kind of been a loner up until this point. But I don't think what she's saying is childish. So I'm kind of torn between these two. I don't think what you're saying is childish. I get it.
Thank you. That is reassuring. Discussing these things is challenging for me. I hope now you can better understand why I wanted to keep the circumstances of our meeting quiet. I wanted to thank you for not saying anything to Vladimir. I know that you said you wouldn't, but it is still a relief. I would like my contributions to Constellation to amount to more than violence.
It was clearly important to you that I not say anything. It wasn't a big deal.
It would have been, to some. Thank you for talking this over with me. It is good to know that at least one member of Constellation understands me.
Morning, noon, or night. Enjoy one of our distinct coffee flavors, all brewed using the secret techniques of a Starship model.
So, right off the bat, she has so much more interest in the character than Sarah did. And even in a way, she's more interesting than Sarah. Like, I feel like Sarah is just a muddled confusion of characters, whereas Andreja, so far, strikes me as more well-constructed as a character. Let's pick up a suit real quick. Where was that at? Right over here. Hello,
this
sir.
This is the only shop in town where you'll find... Here, have a look.
Is it? Yeah, that's right. It's apparel. And now we're looking like a cyberpunk. Sort of. We got ourselves a nice suit.
Have I mentioned that I am not fond of seafood?
A gala at the new Atlantis Free Star Embassy? That'd be a good way to gather intel.
Huh, so some of these guys are just walking around wearing straight up trash, but I do feel like I'm in an administrative role, that's what they said.
Don't cause any trouble.
I should probably wear a suit. scrolling around to see if I can't find anybody or anything to talk
I'd
to.
hate to be on Miss Salso's bad side.
The only one here is April Sweeney, but she doesn't
As
actually have anything to
technicians, we
say.
handle prep and post-op work. Beginnings and ends, as it were. You're interrupting me. Is this time accounted for?
What do you mean, accounted for?
We're on a strict schedule. I just want to make sure this impromptu meeting is properly tracked.
It's not.
Then I will remind you that the schedule exists for a reason, and we seem to be ignoring it. If time is money, then suffice to say Ms. Serrano would not be pleased with such a frivolous expenditure.
Who's Miss Serrano?
Ms. Yuko Serrano? Senior Operations Specialist at Ryujin Industries? She's one of the heads of the department you're standing in.
Look, I'm new here. It's just a hallway conversation. We don't have to document everything.
You may have a point. And since you clearly have bandwidth to spare, maybe you can help me clean up a, minor indiscretion.
Is this something we need to discuss with management?
Contractually, yes, but I'd rather avoid the embarrassment. Normally, I do a good job of setting boundaries between work and life. This incident is an exception.
What assignments are you on?
I'm not at liberty to say. I will remind you of another common phrase. Loose lips sink ships. So, be cautious around the office and discuss intel at your peril.
What's your schedule like?
We're each assigned shifts to assist operatives, ensuring coverage at all hours. Personally, I like to keep my circadian rhythms intact. Early to rise, early to bed, as nature intended.
Right. Well, I might be able to help you with this minor indiscretion.
Good. Let me give you some background. Recently, I've been assisting the impoverished in both Ebbside and the underbelly. I pay for the occasional meal, clinic visit, or comfort. But I may have lost a slate in the process. I need you to locate and retrieve it for me.
Leverage. Why trust me?
It's not a matter of trust, but one of time. I have little to spare. You do not.
And what's on these documents?
Pre-assignment intel for one of our operatives. The contents themselves aren't too sensitive, so if you're thinking of betraying me, they aren't worth much as leverage. My sloppiness is simply an embarrassment that I'd like to correct.
Sure, I'll find your slate.
Then we have an agreement. Good. Go to the underbelly and talk to the panhandler, Huang. Discarded items are her specialty, so she may have come across the slate herself. If you can manage to find it, bring it back to me, and I will pay you for the time.
Why spend your time volunteering?
Perhaps I can best explain with an analogy. There is an aquatic species on Volai Epsilon, which, by cruel irony or test of metal, hatches on dry land. Only 1 in 10,000 make it to adulthood. Most are eaten, some simply die in the crawl to the ocean. Meanwhile, there is a similar species that is born in the water itself. They never make this journey, and thus never know its hardship. Which begs the question, is that fair?
Life isn't fair.
In the natural world, I'd agree. But here, we can make a change. I know what you're thinking, and I am not what you'd call a bleeding heart. Moreover, I find the underbelly filthy and unsanitary. But I also believe in equity. I am well aware that my life came with a head start. So I try my best to balance the equation and bring the hatchlings to the water.
It's pretty filthy down there, not gonna lie. Sounds like a bleeding heart to me.
Think what you will. But I don't have to approve of the notion. But as much as I dislike the underbelly, I will say this. It is a welcome change of pace. When you spend all day keeping secrets, a burden is placed on one's conscience. The time I spend volunteering sheds some of that weight. As you were.
That's actually pretty neat. I wasn't expecting
I hope
much
I
from
can
him.
wrap up this nexus. Just waiting for more info. As usual.
She doesn't have much to say. Hello?
I hope that coffee is still hot considering the time it took you to get it. You either need to learn this city or how to deal with distractions. So, what was the holdup?
I ran into an ex-employee of yours.
Good answer. And the one I was hoping for, since we learned of the incident before your return. Your handling of the Tomo situation has caught some attention, and we'd like to try you out in a different role at the company. And since Yuko isn't here to object, your new position starts right now. So,
Okay.
Congratulations, you've been promoted. Not bad for your first day, right?
You were right to talk the situation through, rather than letting it escalate.
So, no more coffee errands?
No more coffee errands, but depending on how you look at it, the word errands technically still applies.
Oh, thank you.
You say that now, but let's move on to the details. I'm promoting you to junior operative. The position is a bit more complicated and completely confidential. Your main duty is to add influence when necessary to ensure success of the business. Any questions so far?
Why is it confidential?
Like any good corporation, we consider what we do here to be a trade secret. If others knew and could mimic our actions, it would take away our edge.
How am I supposed to ensure success?
Well, it depends on the job, really. If someone can't be persuaded with words, perhaps a more forceful approach is necessary. You're basically removing obstacles from the equation.
What do you mean by add influence?
In any case where a threat to success is established, one of us is sent out to create a more desired outcome. This may be through a conversation or presenting some new information. It's all very situational, as you'll soon see.
Alright, I'm good.
Really? Well, this transition may be easier than I thought. Now, let's get that coffee delivered. I'll gladly take mine. And since Yuko's still a no-show, feel free to keep hers. The other recipients are eagerly waiting for you in the conference room.
Camden Cho and Alexis Price.
I
Okay.
hate being stuck in the office.
So this is everybody, huh?
Ah, coffee. You'd think we'd want to support our own subsidiary and get tranquility more often, but Terra Brew it is.
Ryujin owns Tranquility?
For the past 5 years. Tranquility is a recent acquisition, and we've only just begun to develop the brand. You may have seen how several vendors carry the product now.
Maybe Ryujin should acquire Terra Brew.
Terra Brew would be a substantial purchase, but we fully intend to develop the Tranquility brand. Current projections are set to surpass Terra Brew within the next 5 years. Tea-talk aside, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lyndon Calderi, Chief Financial Officer. I'll be the one deducting expenses from your pay every time you manage to screw up. Which hopefully won't be often.
I never freeze. My pay gets reduced whenever I make mistakes?
Yes, mistakes are often costly and involve substantial cleanup, both literally and figuratively. Law
That is fair.
enforcement, witnesses, evidence, everything has its cost.
Well, understood.
Good. Then it appears we have nothing left to discuss. This introduction was not annoying. I hope our future encounters are as productive.
I was gonna say, he doesn't seem like he would appreciate jokes. And you are? Who are you? Genevieve. Why is her...
Just what I needed. Imogene said she hired someone new. I'm Genevieve, head of marketing and public relations.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Anyway, it's good to put a face to the new operative. The only question now is how much work are you going to be?
What do you mean by how much work am I gonna be?
Cleanup, of course. Journalists are pretty quick at putting two and two together. And I get the pleasure of making sure those connections are never made. Or, if they are, handling the fallout.
Well, you won't have to worry about me.
Yeah, that's what they all say. Just know that one screw-up for you means a lot of overtime and sleepless nights for me and my team. So, any precautions you can take will be greatly appreciated.
Fair enough. This is Alexis Price.
Coffee, finally. Well, let's have a look at you.
I'm quite the specimen, I know.
Sounds like something my son would say. And no, I don't mean that as a compliment. I'm Alexis Price, head of the legal department here, and I'll be direct. Any legal troubles you cause as an operative, witnesses, getting arrested, are my troubles. So steer clear of law enforcement. We may have connections with Administrator Bayou and the Freestar Rangers, but they aren't the ones I prefer to abuse.
What connections do we have with the Freestar?
For one, our connections with Bayou automatically grant us a slight connection with the Rangers. He has some amount of influence with his seat on the Council of Governors. But our strongest connection is local, with Ranger Price.
Your son. Who's Ranger Price?
He's the Freestar Ranger stationed here on Neon, and much to my dismay, my son. He could have been an amazing lawyer or businessman. But instead, he's chosen to waste his talents to protect the people of the Freestar Collective.
I'll do my best.
Let's hope your best is good enough.
And then we've got Cho here. Man, these, very finicky. There we go.
So, fetching coffee 1 minute, and junior operative the next. Camden Cho, supply chain manager for Ryujin. We won't work together much, but as part of the same department, hopefully I'll be seeing you around.
What exactly do you do here?
I have the glorious job of keeping all the departments supplied with exactly what they need. Anything from rare materials for R&D to slates and design software for marketing. You could say I'm the one aspect of operations that keeps this department legit.
The barista said she triple-checked the grind herself.
Ah, so she remembered. Not that I expect much out of Terra coffee, but hey, I suspected their grinder was on its last leg. Anyway, welcome to the team. Oh, and just a heads up, people in your position don't typically see the brighter side of Ryujin Industries. But rest assured, this is a great company, and the work we do goes toward benefiting millions.
Somehow, I don't believe that. How does this benefit millions?
Well, neuroamps for one. They aid in mental illness, confidence boosting, and focus.
Oh, no shit?
Drone robots for maintenance and security, tranquility for relaxation, Arbron for protection. Your work only helps us improve and expand upon these products that so many people love and benefit from.
And what's the bright side to corporate espionage?
I get your point, but if anything, take comfort in knowing that you're the one deciding the methods behind your assignments. Not only that, but corporate espionage is the norm. Ryujin just handles it better than most. Competitor operatives have done far worse to accomplish less.
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind.
Please do. It's easy to get wrapped up in the bad if that's all you see. Of course, you'll be forming your own opinions as you go. Just keep an open mind. Oh, and thanks for the coffee.
Alright, Camden's pretty cool. He's pretty chill.
This intel could blow a whole operation out of the water.
I hope you enjoyed your little meet and greet. I thought you'd like to know the execs who you'll be impacting while on the job.
The basic theme was don't get caught. Yeah. I have a feeling I won't be getting along with most of them. I've been told how... Yeah, I've been told how much work I could create for them if I'm not careful.
I can only imagine. Now that you've met a few of the execs, let's get you started. We have reason to believe that our friends at Kelt Corp are trying to hack into our R&D server, since we're both competing for a contract right now.
Well, Kelt Corp must be desperate if they've resorted to illegal activity.
Hardly. This is the standard run-of-the-mill tactic we've come to expect from them. We can't allow them to win the contract, nor can we allow the action to go unpunished. I'll be giving you a data slate with a file that you'll need to upload through one of their computers.
What's on the slate?
Think of it as a lesson that Kelt Corp gets to learn the hard way.
How do I gain access to their computers?
That's up for you to determine. Think of it as the creative aspect of your job. There's always more than one way to get a job done around here.
Consider it done.
Remember, this is confidential. We can't have anyone at Kelt Corp getting suspicious. When all is said and done, it should be as if you were never there. Here's the data slate. Good luck.
Okay. So I will say we've got a couple of quests as it is. There was another activity, and then we've got that quest for what's-his-name. We just gotta go down into the underbelly, I think. Get his slate back. I kind of want to do that one first, because it'll be a real quick and easy thing to do, at least I would assume. Balancing the books.